So, hey there, listener. This is Do You Want to Make a Podcast?
Yes, that is the name of the show. We just have a couple bullet points that we need to hit before we start. 1, there's a fireplace. It's fake. I've ruined everything. Wait, should we start over?
Take 2. Hello, listener. You are listening to, because you're a listener. Take 3. This is...
Wait, we should establish what we want to talk about. What are the bullet points we need to hit here?
I got it. Okay, so we tell them that the show is called Do You Want to Make a Podcast? It is a fireside chat between two best friends who are on the hunt to create the perfect podcast. They have a lot of ideas, and they can't decide what they want to talk about.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
That's the synopsis. Then we'll plug the social media.
Do social media?
Yeah. So we'll tell them to follow us at Do You Want to Pod, all spelled out. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also email us at Do You Want to Make a Podcast at gmail.com.
That's it.
That works for me.
Wait, I think we just did it.
We did it. That was my plan all along.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Except hello, because now the show's starting.
Yes, it is. Hey, check. Check 1, 2. I'm looking good. Jim, tell us how much you love pizza.
Pizza. Oh, that's too loud. Pizza is great.
It's just you and me in this tiny room. You don't gotta.
Pizza. Okay. I'm sorry. I love pizza. You
got
me excited.
It's okay.
You got me excited. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay?
Yeah, I think you will.
Someday. My prince will come.
Aw.
Someday my prince will come. Someday
yes.
my prince will come.
Oh my god, this is the best level check we've ever had.
Sometimes you just gotta do that,
oh my god.
Do that soprano.
That's Cinderella?
You know? No, I'm pretty sure it's Snow White.
Okay. It's somewhat Rodgers and Hammerstein princess, right?
That's Disney. That's Disney's Snow White. She sings that.
Oh.
At the Seven Dwarfs.
Isn't there's a Rodgers and Hammerstein?
There's a Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella, yes.
Okay. Well, this shows my priorities. So, you know what I really liked doing before we switch the lists and play the list game? I really liked starting off the other week by asking, is there something that's been on your mind before we go into it?
Yes.
Okay. If there isn't anything, you don't have to make something up. It's okay.
No, I do actually. Some of the things that are on there are really just things that are on my mind, and I just don't get to talk about them. So this is perfect.
Great.
This is excellent.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were going to go first. Do you want to go first? Do you not have anything?
I don't think I do.
You brought it up. What the
hell? Something that's been on my mind recently. They're all really gloom and doom. I don't want to do that to those listening.
Oh, jeez.
It's usually
usually
what's on my mind is gloom and doom.
All right. Well, yeah. All right. We're not talking about that. All right.
I agree.
All right. So, welcome. Here. Oh, jeez.
Don't have a stroke.
Okay. So as we've addressed recently, I have started a new job relatively recently. At this point, I've been there 2 months. It's gone good and whatnot. But it's a struggle that I often have at new places, especially new places where they have my name officially. So what got put on my window of my little cube that I sit in, is James Bloss. And now this is a struggle for me, as you know, because not many people refer to me as James, because just from birth I have been referred to as Jim. And that's a story my mom can tell if she's ever on the podcast.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. So here I am. I'm James Bloss. And some people say, do you prefer James or Jim? And I say, oh, Jim. Now, the issue is that there are several other Jims already in this workplace, including one of the big bosses is is a gym. So
as someone named Joe, I understand what you're going through.
Yes. It's just been a saga for me to be like, because I don't correct people when they call me James. I never do.
Right.
Either I just respond and keep going. So a few weeks ago, someone on my, the person who sits across from me, I was like, I keep thinking about like bringing in some Post-its and putting some Post-its over James and putting Jim.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, oh, let's do that right now. And she did it. And I was like, okay, cool. But then like my boss's boss, who, I have to attend a meeting with like every Friday, and he's been calling me James, walks by and is like, oh, are we getting rid of James? And I was like, I mean, I usually go by Jim. I don't really like to just correct people when they call me James because that's awkward. And then I realized, oh no, this is worse. This is worse than that. So I've been riding the struggle bus with that lately. Names are weird, and names cause me a struggle because, like, I am James, but also I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But when people call me that, it's like, well, that is technically who I am, but also, as I've said, it's not.
It's not.
So it's just a weird thing. Yeah. And, because, and I even said at this, like, before I went in, like, people were like, are you James or Jim? I'm like, well, I usually go by Jim, but then I came in on day one and my email signature is James and my name on my window is James and everything is James and my name on my name tag is James. And I'm like, oh, geez, this is who I am now. And it's been like that before where, like, when I was in college, I worked a tutoring job and they always called me James. Everybody there called me James, and I never corrected anybody. And I was just like, well, I guess I'll just be James here.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them came and saw me in a show where I go by Jim, and everyone there is calling me Jim. And you could tell that, and I like looked at the look on that person's face, and I was like, oh God, she feels deceived. This person feels deceived. They realize they don't know me at all. And I was like, oh, geez. Oh, geez, I didn't mean to mislead this person. I just didn't want to correct them and be awkward. But in not correcting them, have I made it worse? I don't know.
I think you have.
Wow, thanks for your support, Joseph. That's really great.
Well, I didn't know what you wanted there, so I just went with, yes, you have.
Yes. Oh, you know what we never did?
What did we never do?
Hello, Joseph Godley.
Hello, James Bloss.
Oh, geez. I guess still, do you want to make a podcast?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Oh, man. Okay. So that was wonderful.
I'm sorry, was that too much of a bummer?
No, I just don't know what to do with that.
That's what's been on my mind.
That's what's
and I went on a 5-minute diatribe about the power of my name.
Because it is my name.
This is who I am.
And I cannot have another in my life. And you're like having a real John Proctor moment over there.
Also, Neil Simon died today.
I know. I know. He and John McCain died yesterday.
Yeah, we're really dating this one.
I said, oh no, we shouldn't talk about doom and gloom, and here we are.
Oh, that's right. We'll cut this.
No, we shan't. Neil Simon wrote my favorite play, Brighton Beach Memoirs, and he wrote a lot of comedies. This is for anyone who doesn't know who Neil Simon is. A huge voice of the American theater. And John McCain, huge voice of American politics. Two very, very large voices. Both like in their 90s. Well, John McCain wasn't 90.
John McCain was 81.
Neil Simon was 91.
91.
Damn. Lists. Shall we swap lists?
It'll be a miracle if I live to 91.
Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Jim's in a hole of despair. I can get you out of this, Jim. Unicorns.
Oh, you did it.
He's out!
Unicorns.
Phenomenal.
Love it.
That's
Here, have
great.
this thing.
Okay, and take my list.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I would like you to go first.
This is a podcast entirely devoted to facial hair.
Ooh, the facial hair podcast.
The facial hair podcast.
The beard cast?
Beardcast, where we give you all the beard tips and tricks.
Yeah, so I feel like this is good for us because we are both facially haired.
We are, yes. So let me start with my facial hair regimen. Facial hair hack. If you use a beard trimmer on the lowest setting, it makes you look like you always have 5 o'clock shadow. And you never actually have to shave that area of your face.
Mm-hmm. And here's my facial hair regimen. Just let it grow. Why not? I mean, just let it grow.
There you go.
It's just hair.
It's just hair.
It's hair on your face.
If you do have to shave, in a different episode, I mentioned the fogless shower mirror. That's a big one.
Yeah, that can be helpful. I have not tried that yet. The next time I have to go clean face, I might do that because that's an issue I've had before.
Yeah,
it's a lot of hair. There's a lot of hair.
I'd love to see you dye your beard, Jim.
Well, it does come in a little patchy red in places sometimes.
I see that.
Yeah, right? Apparently that's like a relatively common thing that people that don't have red hair have
I get
red
a little
in
bit
their
in
beards.
mine too.
Yeah. Which is fascinating. Yes, I don't... What color would I dye it? And would I dye my hair the same color?
I'm thinking the hair would stay. The beard would be so Jim has a dark beard, so it would. We want to go opposite here. We would either go blonde or silver.
What if we dyed it what if we dyed it? We bleached it and then we dyed it like
pink
or blue.
Yeah,
or purple or green.
I'm about it.
Yeah, I don't think my job would like it though. I think they would probably say hey, get rid of that.
So instead of James, you'd be like, I am Bluebeard.
Avast.
I will distinguish myself from all the other Jims. Gyar, I'm Bluebeard.
Just call me Bluebeard.
This is what you get for calling me James.
Yarr.
Now I'm Bluebeard James. Gyar.
Now I'm Bluebeard Bloss.
Yarr.
Scourge of the Seven Seas.
But then when the phone rings, you'd be, yes, hello.
Yes, hello. Hello. How can I help you today? Yeah, what else can we say about facial hair though?
I admire greatly people who grow their beards to mustache waxable proportions and can do the whole curly thing. I really give them those folks a lot of credit because I'm not that confident. I can't rock this crazy mustache.
No, yeah, it would take it's not something you probably get right on the first try though. I would love to see what that person, looked like the first time they tried to use mustache wax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
growing pains of beard styling.
First off, how do you choose to do that, period? And then second off, how do you do it the first time and not be I look like an insane person and just keep going with it?
It's like Harry Potter. The wand chooses the wizard. So the mustache wax chooses the mustache. So people wake up one day and their beard and their mustache is just turned into. They're like, whoa, what's happened? This is who I am now.
Yeah, this is what I've become.
And we could have people call in about the day when they woke up and their mustache
had
become all curly,
transformed their face.
Yeah,
they woke up one day clean shaven. They woke up the next day and the mustache had appeared, and it's this is who you are. And the mustache also speaks, the mustache talks.
Yeah.
And it's hello. The mustache moves and talks.
Bounces up and down.
Yeah, it bounces up and down, and it's hello, you are a mustache person now.
I imagine when the mustache has taught the person all the life lessons it needs, it flies away off their face and it flaps its mustache wings. And then lands on another person's face.
So mustaches don't actually grow on people's faces. Yes.
Yeah, they
there
migrate.
Are living mustaches that migrate from person to person.
Yeah.
Simply telling them how to be the
Better-
best version of
Yeah,
themselves.
totally. That's what those are for.
Oh.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I did not, but then I've never had just a mustache. So, and you know what? I've tried to too. Like when I shave, I'm like, oh, what would I look like with a mustache? And then I start to do it, and then next thing I know, the mustache is gone.
Well,
And
now you know if you wish hard enough before you go to sleep, a magical mustache will fly its way onto your face.
I would have to shave first, though.
Yeah, you would.
They don't land on people that have beards already.
No. You have to signal that you're looking for that in your life.
Yeah, by shaving. Right before bed. You shave and you immediately go to bed, and then a mustache, if they deem you worthy, will land on your face and teach you how to be the best version of yourself.
Oh man.
And then once you are the best version of yourself, they will leave. So anyone that has a mustache, you need to know they're not the best version of themselves.
But they're getting there.
But they're working on it.
They're working on it.
They're working on it.
It's like their training robes. It's like,
yeah.
You know, like when you went to the swim club and you had the band that did not let you get in the deep end, but it was like the in-between band from like, oh, this one lets you get in the 5-foot realm. Oh, you can't go off the diving board yet, but you're almost there.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
You're almost there.
Getting a lot of
I just
vocal
yawned.
stylings today.
Yeah, sorry. That was me trying to own that yawn.
Oh no, me too.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, I'm so tired I could get a mustache. It's a sound they make.
All right, well, I guess we'll just...
So that's the facial hair podcast.
Yeah, that's the facial hair podcast. Let's look at this list that you've written. Now, what if... Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just...
This is what Jim does when he usually talks about an idea he loves so much that he just needs to take a second before he expresses how much he loves this idea.
How much I love this idea.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yes. The one of the things on here is Hippopotamus Anonymous.
Yes.
Now...
There are things that I come up with and I'm like, I know Jim's going to want to use that one.
Yeah,
this is one of them.
This is one of them. Now, Hippopotamus Anonymous. I like to think of Hippopotamus Anonymous as an anonymous group meeting of people that are hippopotami.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they walk in and they go, hi, my name is Jack, and I'm a hippopotamus.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. And I don't really know why you would be a hippopotamus and that would be a bad thing. But I guess if everyone else is a human being and you're a hippopotamus, you gotta kind of
Yeah, you gotta blend in.
You gotta work with that. Yeah. Now, what you might not know about hippopotami, or hippopotamuses, is that they're actually wildly dangerous creatures.
Yeah.
They will mess you up.
They will kill you dead.
They will kill you dead. They can snap your anything with their jaws.
They can snap your anything with their anything, pretty much.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. But hippopotamuses they just want to be a part of your world.
They do.
So this is about many anthropomorphic hippopotamuses that have a meeting to try and be socially acceptable.
Yeah.
And not dangerous killing machines. And being the adorably cute chub monsters that we want to snuggle with.
Mm-hmm.
What say you?
I say, hello. My name is Joe, and I'm a hippopotamus.
Hi, Joe.
I've been hippopotamizing calmly in society for about 2 weeks now. I fell off the wagon back there in 03 and have been I was living in a river and just living the whole all natural life for a while there, but then I realized, it's time to support my wife and kids. So I gotta get up every day, put on my trousers and get back out in the workforce. So now I'm back in group, and things are going better. I'm hungry all the time, and I see things that I could just crush with my anytime that I want. But I'm making through thanks to my sponsor Jerry. Jerry stand up in the back. There he is.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, Jerry's a modest hippopotamus, but he's really been an inspiration to me, and if I fall, he's there to pick me right back up. He's very strong guy. Jerry Smith, ladies and oh no, that's Rick and Morty. Fuck, I lost it.
Also, you don't use last names in any anonymous program. You were doing so well there for a while. That was a fun bit. Now let's. I have another idea for a podcast. I didn't write it down.
Go ahead.
I call it Inside the Bit.
Inside the Bit with Jim Bloss.
Hello, welcome to Inside the Bit, where we go back into that bit and see what went right and what went wrong. Now, Joe, what do you think went right in that bit that you just did there?
Everything. Everything went right. Right?
Okay. We need to... Can you be a little bit more specific?
I think I was a hippopotamus.
Okay.
Really started to feel what that character was feeling. And I really I got hungry when I said I was hungry. I just think it was all. And then I did kind of say the sponsor's name was Jerry Smith, and that's a reference to Rick and Morty. And then I got all scared and I stopped.
And you stopped.
And now we're talking about it, and I feel even more sad.
Okay. This has been Inside the Bit. Thanks for watching. I'd like to propose to you another podcast. Welcome to Inside the Bit.
Ah, now we're talking.
With Jim. Joe's here too.
Hi. I'm just happy to be here.
So in Inside the Bit, we analyze
episodes of Inside the Bit.
What went wrong during that episode of Inside the Bit? I would like to say that what went wrong during that episode of Inside the Bit is I let you go on just a bit too long there with your analysis, and also I didn't really know where we were going with it. Also, I don't really know where we're going with this. My only thought right now is maybe I could do an inside the bit.
Hi there, welcome to Inside the Bit, where we let Jim Bloss think he's doing not one but two meta shows, but really, the joke's been on him the entire time.
Wait, what?
Oh, see, oh, he's so cute when he's confused.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm so cute all the time, though.
Right, exactly. And that's...
This has been Inside the Bit.
The Bit.
Inside the Bit. That was funnier in my head.
Mm-hmm. Cut half this episode.
I'm just kidding. I actually really like that. Give me another one.
So, you have written on here, Mai Wife.
Actually, it's pronounced...
My wife?
My wife.
My wife. So it's like Wario. My wife.
No.
No?
Who says my wife?
Is it Borat?
Yeah, it's Borat.
Okay.
My dude. My wife.
So this is a podcast called My Wife, and this is where I describe my wife, who exists. So my wife is a very nice lady. She has 2 legs, a body, but only 1 arm, and I love her so much because she's my wife. Jim, tell us about your wife.
My wife. She's nice. She's a nice wife. She's very nice. She's really great. She has 2 arms and 2 legs.
Must be nice.
And 1 head and 1 body and a heart and some lungs and a gallbladder,
Ooh.
and a stomach. And what is this? And she does not have this voice, which is good because this voice is very bad. This is not a Borat voice. But I love my wife.
Your wife.
My wife.
Let me tell you about my wife. My wife. My wife knows exactly when to leave me alone. Which, for her sake and mine, is 99% of the time.
Let me tell you about my wife.
Go ahead, Jim.
My wife spends 80% of her time traveling on tour because she is a roadie for a band for the Dave Matthews Band, and so that's good. Sometimes I go and I see my wife, and then I see a Dave Matthews Band concert. But most importantly, I see my wife.
Let me tell you about my wife. My wife has not been seen since 2005. And that is more than okay by me.
Let me tell you about my wife. My wife is a Japanese body pillow that I hold every night while I cry myself to sleep. That is my wife, and I love her very much. They will not allow us to be officially married, but we are married in our hearts, where it matters.
Let me tell you about my wife. My wife is an old Barbie doll that I stole from my sister when I was 4. We have been married for 24 years, and we've never had a fight. Not once. And I keep her away from all the Ken dolls because she's my wife. Let me tell you about Jim's wife.
Let me tell you about my wife. My wife is non-existent because no woman can meet my unrealistic expectations of women. Also, they all think I am disgusting.
That's what I was going to say about Jim's wife.
My wife.
Yeah, I think we found the podcast we should make forever and ever.
Oh, man, yeah, that was a real... That was... There was more meat on that bone than I expected, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
My wife.
My wife. Let's be real. Jim's my wife.
Okay.
You know?
My wife.
My wife. My man.
My wife.
My guy. Alright, gonna check that off the list.
Alright. So, alright, the next word on your list is, opening Tinder lines.
That's the next word?
Okay, the next word on your list is opening.
Okay.
The next 3 words on your list are... Wait, I messed it up. Oh, jeez. Okay, so the next word on your list is opening.
Okay.
And then there are 2 more words after that.
Mm-hmm.
And they say Tinder lines. So if you put that together, it becomes opening Tinder lines.
Opening Tinder lines.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
Tell us
so
about that.
Opening Tinder lines. I have never used the dating service Tinder. For those of you that don't know, as someone who has not used it, let me tell you what it is. Tinder is an app in which you judge people based off their appearance and say, yeah, I'd smooch that. Or, No, I would not smooch that. And you either swipe left or right, depending upon whether you would smooch it or not. I believe right is smooch and left is no smooch.
That's what it says too. It goes no smooch when you swipe left.
So if you both say smooch, then you are allowed to chat with that person. And so what you need, in order to truly get the smooch, you have to be creative and interesting in your opening line. So here's my recommendation. You say, "Hey, do you want to smooch?" There's an opening Tinder line for you. Joseph, have you tried using that line before?
As a matter of fact, I have.
And? How did it go?
The funniest thing happened. I wasn't able to open the Tinder app after that. So now I can only throw out lines that I would use if I was allowed back on Tinder.
Really? They didn't like, do you want the smooch? Do you have any other, what other lines would you use?
Usually
What other lines would you use that are worse than do you want to smooch?
I usually go between hi, guten tag, help me, I'm sad.
Oh boy.
What did I say?
I probably wouldn't lead with that.
What, with guten tag? Did I say something other than guten tag?
Yeah, you said help me, I'm sad.
Oh no.
I just wouldn't lead with that because first off,
I didn't mean to throw that out there. Go ahead.
I was gonna. Well, no, it sounds like you're in a place right now.
I'm in a little bit of a place, man.
Do you need to talk about it?
I just wasn't getting any smooch matches, and then when I finally got the smooch match, I was like, smooch plus.
And
smooch PLZ, smooch plus.
And they said no smooch.
They said no smooch.
They changed their vote to no smooch.
That's really what happened. I didn't actually get kicked off Tinder. I just got unsmooched, and it made me sad.
Well, the thing about Tinder is that there are many smooches in the sea.
Yeah, I guess. There's a lot of smoochings to be had. And
smooching, yes. There's a big chance for smooch. I believe that's the motto of Tinder. That's their theme. Not their theme. Their motto. Yes. What word am I looking for?
Their slogan there.
Yes, their slogan. That's it.
Plenty of smooch to be had.
Yeah, lots of smooch. That's Tinder. Tinder says lots of smooch.
Mm-hmm.
Many smooches.
I'm so sorry.
Tinder.
I'm so sorry I threw this out there. Oh my god.
What did you expect to have happen?
I expected it to go really well, and I regret
Hello,
everything.
welcome to Inside the Bit.
Well, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Do You Want a Pod. You can email us at doyouwanttomake.a podcast@gmail.com. And there's a survey link to vote for your favorite idea.
Also, hello, if you are finding joy in this, and I hope that you are, because joy is the most important thing. And that is our goal every week, to bring you joy. Also, if you think that I am rambling too much, tell a friend. Because that's the primary way that we get the word out about the pod, is just by word of mouth, by you telling a friend. It's just like that old ad, for hairspray or shampoo or something, where they tell people and then they tell two people. And then before you know it, there's 40 pictures of the same lady on the screen telling people about shampoo. But except it's our podcast, right?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how podcasting works.
Yeah. If it brings you joy, please tell a friend so they can also have joy. Or they can judge you for finding joy in such asinine things. We should cut that.
Yep.
Okay, goodbye. I love you. Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom. Bye.